Welcome to my channel again. I'd like to talk today about a different topic. Um, why healthy, emotionally men are dangerous for today's society. Why does the society want the man to be weak and vulnerable? So let's dive a little bit deeper into it. So, who is a healthy, emotionally man these days? We live in a very busy society where there are hundreds and thousands of things happening, bombarding us every single day. And it's hard to stay sane and detached from all of it. But a healthy, emotionally man is a man who is able to detach from all of it and have a very healthy perspective, make rational decisions, see the difference between right and wrong. That man is not vulnerable to temporary trends dictated by society, especially social media. A man is also healthy physically because physical health helps with emotional state of mind. They go together. And I personally began my journey of emotional change with physical change first. And also important aspect is a healthy emotional man is a truthful man. No matter what, a man will stay truthful, will always stick to the truth, will not bend no matter where the wind is coming from. Another important aspect of being a healthy emotional man is to be able to be open to self-critique, self-reflection, because that is a very healthy approach that allows the man to stay in that healthy state of mind. That man also will pause before reacting because instant reaction sometimes can be wrong. Unless you are fighting for your life. Other than that, it makes sense to pause. And in general, a healthy emotional man, a strong man, is the man who knows his responsibilities in society, in family, as a man, as a human, as a father, as a husband. Why is it so important to stay that strong, especially for men, to have that healthy, strong emotional mind combined with a strong body? Why is it so important? Well, as I mentioned before, this society is thriving on many ideas that are thrown at us every single day, generally marketing ideas to keep us busy with getting involved with things that generally tend to wind up at the same corner, spending money on something. And people who are vulnerable, who will sponsor the way the society works, who will contribute, who will be part of that society that is obsessed with the financial vehicle that keeps on rolling and it gets bigger and bigger. That society preys on weak mind. Why? Because a weak mind, emotionally weak mind, is a mind that is easily manipulated and can be easily pushed into thinking that, well, we have all these options for you. There are so many of them, but they are all important for you to join, to try it, and you must have this, and that. And there's this way of thinking. There's this political. There's this religious approach. There is this social approach. There is this financial. There is this status, and it's all so important for you to join one way or another. Ultimately, it pretty much leads to almost the same conclusion of spending money on something, or giving a vote towards something which ultimately leads to someone profiting from it. So that the best way to find people join on that society train that keeps going faster and faster is to have people that are emotionally in chaos, people who are not in balance emotionally, people who have not developed their emotions correctly, who have lost the emotional direction, who are confused, because those people are easy targets to persuade them one way or another, to present all these options and make them feel that, it's so absolutely necessary for you to do this, because this is a part of our society. Everyone is doing it. Be part of us. And unfortunately, many people fall into this trap. Why does it happen? It takes time, effort, and a lot of work to develop a healthy state of mind, healthy emotional state of mind, to work on your body physically, because it just doesn't happen overnight. We are so busy with everything, and to be able to actually look at yourself and make healthy choices, you have to work a lot. You have to be able to detach from the chaos, from the noise, look into yourself, and stick to the core values. Like I said on this channel, real men don't need a lot. They don't need a lot of gadgets, a lot of services, a lot of chaos, a lot of directions. We need very basic things to function. The more we introduce into our inner circle, the more we bring into our life, the weaker we get. And that's what this society is praying for, because there are some people on the other end that profit from it one way or another, whether it's a political reason, whether there is a religious reason. There may be social stupid trends that come temporarily or come for a longer term. There is this always a financial obsession with finer things in life, as they make us feel so much better. They actually resolve all of our problems once we elevate our social status to a higher financial level. That's been the biggest misconception forever, but it's just a marketing tool. And weaker men also fall for the trap by being misguided by slightly stronger men who are kind of lost, but yet they have a clear vision for some kind of usually financial vision, how to persuade those more vulnerable to follow them one way or another, to squeeze some kind of profit from having them on their side. I am not trying to imply any kind of conspiracy here. I am basically referring to simplicity of being a man true to the core. A man who is a healthy emotionally man who is unattached, who is not vulnerable to be persuaded in any direction and fooled into following anything that this society is throwing. Because when you become that smart, open-minded person, and you can recognize the danger of all these things coming at you and just block them away before they reach you, you are able to stay in that healthy, emotionally environment and focus on what's really important. Focus on yourself to stay in that state. And when you do that, you can give it to the people that you live with, to your family, to your friends. And this is the best, the healthiest way possible. Although choosing to stay in that healthy, emotionally state of mind is considered strange or wrong or weird, or because most of the society doesn't try to stay away from all the noise. Well, most of the society wants to be part in the noise because this is clearly seen by them as the only way to go, because it doesn't require much. Staying away from the noise, from the clutter, takes a lot of strength. Then takes a lot of self-motivation. Takes a lot of emotional, mental, and physical strength. But when you are able to do that, with time it becomes so much easier. And personally, I believe I have entered that state of mind, and it makes me feel so much better now versus years ago, because now I can clearly see the troubles that I was going through my mind, being always bombarded with what I have to do with my life, how many things I have to accomplish, who I have to please, how am I seen by the public, how they interpret me, are they happy with me? Once I detached from that, once I did my work, I realized that most of it, or almost all of it, is actually not necessary. And this became my new life. Why did I call this episode a healthy emotionally man being a dangerous man? Because you are no longer someone who they can use in either political, marketing, sales, financial, religious way. It cannot be used by any direction to become a participant in what they need you for. And so they have to walk away from you and look for others, which is actually easy because there's a lot of people joining their teams. But if happiness, if staying true to the core of what it means to be a man, and being that healthy person who is able to provide core responsibilities that come with the term of being a man, what they mean and what they call for. If this is important, that is absolutely necessary. I believe that most of us don't actually think in that category. We go through life. I was one of them, when we don't pause because we are so busy, caught up with this reality of, educating ourselves, finding a job, promoting ourselves in our job environment, professional environment, finding a relationship, starting a family. We are all so caught up in this and interconnected with others that we rarely find time to pause and actually think where we're going. But if you do that and analyze and think of it from a different perspective in terms of how many unhappy people are out there, how many people that play their roles, being one person here and totally different behind the curtain. People who start a family and they go through divorce, they break families apart, people who are not able to provide their parental duties correctly, people who are confused, yet they should be raising a new family, yet they are so confused they are unable to do the basics. So when you come to think about it, pausing and actually analyzing, and if that decision of becoming, especially for men, true to its core, what it means to be a man, is so important, so vital. And that shouldn't take us most of our lifetime to figure out, because the sooner we do that, the better it is for us and everybody we come in contact with. I think that if we had more strong emotionally men, sane men, who are able to withstand all those side winds, back winds, all the winds coming from all the directions, trying to pull us into anything that they present as the best, the way, the only way, the right way. If we can detach from all of it and run our healthy course, I think this would affect the society to start implementing changes, because there is a lot of people that don't have the direction, or perhaps started changing something but did not have the strength to continue. They gave in, or perhaps lost the point of it, because fighting with the society trends is so difficult, because you become the weird one, and a lot of people don't want to be in that position. But if more men start taking breaks from the busy life and start looking at themselves and analyzing where we're going with this, I think this could create a healthy changes, something that would definitely benefit us, our families, our children, because there is nothing worse for a man with no direction, a man who is easily manipulated. There's nothing worse than for that man to be the father of a family, father of children, and giving that wrong messages, wrong direction, samples to the children, who look up to the father and just imitate. And that is a recipe for even larger broken society, fixed on something that is not really chasing that rat race train that is speeding up faster and faster and just keeps adding on more and more cars. I have made my choice, and I'm happy with it. I feel the changes as very positive. And also, I'm happy with the fact that I can be true to myself, providing what I need for my children and giving them the best example I can. not trying to imitate something that is destined to fail. So, what to do to stay healthy emotionally, mentally, and physically as men? Take some time off from everything. Work on being in shape. Eat well. Detach from the clutter, from the noise. Get off the phone. Exercise. Educate yourself. Take pause from whatever's going on. Think a little bit deeper. Engage in healthy conversations. Listen to others, even if they have a totally different point of view. Maybe they can open a new idea, a good idea. Maybe you can change that idea a little bit, but maybe they can spark something in you. Don't be a follower. Try to be your own little leader of your own little team and set a good example. Make sure you don't fall into the traps thrown by political trends, religious trends, marketing trends, things that want you to go into because they profit from you one way or another. Be untouchable. Be the man that sets the bar high, that this society cannot touch with its stupidity. If they want to touch you, let them touch you with something that is impressive, something that is smart, something that is worth getting into, not something that can be looked into and analyzed as just emptiness. Another gimmick just to trick us in. So, yeah, set that goal for yourself to be that dangerous man for this society. The man they cannot profit from. Thank you.